a reading for February to have a look at what energies are around us, what we need to know, what we can work on to build our lives and our businesses, what energy the moon is sending us, and so much more. So I have lots of decks of cards in front of me, and I thought I'd just pull the cards that I am drawn to pull to have a look and see what February has in store for us, but most importantly, what we can do to make change in our lives and our businesses. So I'm going to start with tarot, as I feel that tarot really digs into what's going on around us. It can give us a bigger picture. It can get right to the root of what's going on, what we need to know. And I feel it kind of does it with a little bit more power than Oracle does. I feel that Oracle gives us gentle messages and gentle pushes, whereas I feel tarot really does help us to move forwards. So a few cards. So what do we need to know for the month of February? Okay, so a few cards have already fallen out. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So definitely a month to move forward and leave behind what isn't serving us. Now, as we're going into a new month, I always feel that that's important. We don't want to keep taking with us things that aren't serving us. Okay, so take time to look at what has worked in January, what hasn't worked, what you want to see more of, and what you want to see less of in your life. That is really, really important. Maybe January wasn't a great month for you and you're feeling a little bit depleted, a little bit exhausted. These are the reasons why we need to look at what's going on in our lives. What made you feel depleted? What made you feel as if January wasn't a great month for you? Okay, once you have that clarity, Swords is all about clarity. It's all about our mental state. So once you have that clarity, you can start to move forward. You can start to release what isn't serving you. You can start to let go of the things that are no longer in alignment. You know, each month we have the opportunity to grow and expand, to experience different things. So the things that aren't working, we want to let go of so that we can create space for more opportunity, possibility, and the things that are working for us. Okay, so if you had a tough month, this card is the darkness before the dawn. And it is a reminder that things can only go up from here. We have another Swords card, which is the King of Swords. Now, for me, the King of Swords is very much about being visible, right? And being seen. But more importantly, it's being seen in your authenticity. So whether you have a business or not, being seen authentically is a really, really powerful way to create the right circumstances, situations, people, relationships, and events around you. Okay, so it almost feels like when the King of Swords comes in that he has a suit of armor on and he's a little bit cold, right? May even come across as a little bit arrogant, but that's just a defense mechanism. So if your January was a little bit difficult and you feel that you need to protect yourself, just remember that it's your authenticity that will bring the right situations, circumstances, relationships towards you. Okay, so maybe it's time to let down those barriers a little bit so that people can get to know the real you. If you're in business, then you want to be visible. Okay, and again, you want to be visible authentically. So knowing who you are, what you stand for, what your core values are is really, really important, because if you don't know who you are, your clients won't know who you are either. And then that's going to have an effect on your business. Okay. So another Swords card. So there's lots of mental thoughts going on at the moment. This card relates to our dreams, right? So maybe you're being woken up in the middle of the night to because you've got things going round and round and round in your mind. Like I say, it's mental. So it's all the things that we're thinking about, right? So look and see what is keeping me up at night, what is waking me up. We can also get woken up by our support team between 3 and 5 a.m. seems to be the regular time when there are messages that come to us. So have a look at your sleep patterns, because this feels really, really important this month, because you're going to need your energy for all the good things that are coming in for you. So have a look at your sleep patterns. Have a look how the moon affects your sleep patterns as well. You may notice that around new moon, you feel really, really exhausted, and around full moon, you're full of energy. So your sleep patterns may work with these, right? So at new moon, you can't get enough sleep, and at full moon, you're awake all night. Okay, so do pay attention to the full moon, to the moon cycles, sorry, and see how they are affecting your sleep, so that you can keep a record and you will know the times that you're not going to sleep, or that your sleep is going to be interrupted, or the times that you're going to be completely exhausted, because you want to arrange your social life, your work life, and your life in general around those times, because you don't want to be doing things when you're completely exhausted. Being aware of our self-sabotaging behaviors is going to be really, really powerful in February. Once we have awareness of the things that are holding us back, we can remove them. Okay, so whether that's procrastination, self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, lack of self-belief, self-trust, all of those things are the things that hold us back. And these are all self-imposed. Okay, so we want to release all of these self-imposed restrictions this month so that we can move forwards with more ease and grace. February is very much a time of up-leveling our energy. There's a lot of positivity coming in with the 8 of Wands. So it's time to up-level. It's time to perhaps connect to higher spiritual realms for your spiritual development. There may even be some air travel here for you as well. So have a look and make the decision. How do you want to change and grow in February? How do you want to up-level yourself, up-level your business, up-level your life? Okay, because that opportunity is there for you. And some of the experiences and the things that you are going through are to help you to up-level. Okay, trauma is like insight. Okay, the challenges and the obstacles that come in around us are there to help us to learn and grow and expand. Okay, so there is a lot of positivity with this card. So I feel overall February is going to be a very positive month. And lastly, from the tarot, we have the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is very much about relationships. Okay, most importantly, it's about our relationship with ourselves. Okay, so building that relationship with ourselves, self-love, self-care, nurturing, all of those things are really, really important. But also it talks about the relationships that are around us. I feel these are new relationships coming in. So not necessarily romantic relationships, but perhaps some new business relationships, some new friendships, some new mastermind groups, people that you can network with. Okay, so do keep a lookout for those in February. So let's have a look and see what soul lesson do we need to learn in February. Okay, so our soul lesson